Good morning, students. Now we are learning about, we are learning about this transportation of materials in plants, animals and humans. So, lesson 12 में हम लोग आज part 2 देखने वाले हैं, that is transportation of materials in animals and humans. So, पहला part में हम लोग देखा है plants, transportation in plants. प्लांट्स में कैसे ट्रांसपोर्ट होते हैं मटेरियल्स that is maybe it may be a food, it may be a oxygen, or it may be a waste materials removed from that part, from one part to the another. How transportation happened in the plants, so happens in the plants में कैसे हुआ है ये सब देखा है. उसमें छोटा सा पार्ट है बेंडिंग that I want to explain to you, that is transpiration. So what is transpiration? I said you before that the root, right? The root will absorb the minerals and salts from the soil. So soil में से एक absorb हो जाता है, then this will be transmitted to different part of the plants. And especially this happens, the photosynthesis happens in leaf. So leaf में during photosynthesis, what happens? The lot of amount of the oxygen will be, carbon dioxide will be released, and the air which is absorbed and which is released in the stomata of the leaf. So respiration happens. So photosynthesis, that is a different part. This is making, it is useful for making the food. And in the respiration, what happens? The exchange of gases was happening, and what happens that they absorb the gas as well as they releases the gas as fast. So fast, what happens during that fast mechanism, the ascent of saps is happening, and then it pushing this water and minerals continuously. During that process, transpiration is happening, that is the absorption of the oxygen as well as releasing. So कितना भी गैस को absorb करते हैं उतना फास्ट में वो रिलीज भी करते हैं, and this is called, and because of that the leaves tends to shed. So leaves, आपको root has and plants will lose water, and the leaves, stems and flowers will droop, and this is called wilting. So यहाँ पे आपको जो droop होते हैं because it is spending lot of gas or releasing the amount of gas, that is why wilting, the droop of leaf is happening, and this is called wilting. Next, coming to transportation of materials in animals. So animals में आप देखेंगे तो unicellular animals, that is for example amoeba, paramecium. What happens? So as far we read about this diffusion osmosis process, through this process the materials will be, the materials, food materials, gases will be transmitted to one part to the another part. So this is how the transportation happens in unicellular organism. And for small multicellular organisms like hydra, jellyfish, what happens there? Their body itself is so flexible and they allows this transportation happens inside their body. So this is how happens in small animals, that is unicellular organisms, some other multicellular organisms. Now coming to the transportation of materials in humans. So humans में हम शुरुआत में मैंने बोला है कैसे आपको transportation of circulation happens. So transportation के लिए circulation is necessary, and the circulatory system is very essential for the transportation happens in humans. तो humans में आपको transportation करने के लिए circulatory system का जरूरत है. So circulatory system, what will happen in the circulatory system? What is present in the circulatory system? Blood vessels and heart. These are the three main parts which is helpful for the things to transport. Or the circulatory systems is made up of these three parts. So first coming to blood. So blood is a fluid type, blood is a fluid and which can easily pass through one part to the another part. So blood आपको देखना पड़ेगा, उसका functions देखना पड़ेगा, then blood vessels देखना पड़ेगा, then heart का structure और functions भी देखना पड़ेगा. So first let us discuss about this blood. What is there in blood? How it is transporting? It is a fluid type, and we are going to see what are the materials present in blood. So what it will do, blood, it will take the digested food from the small intestine body. Then it will take all the waste materials in the form of liquid from all part of the cells to kidney. So excretory system starts from kidney. So it takes all the parts, excreta, that is the waste parts from the cells, and it is transmitted to kidney. Then from the kidney, the excretory system, with the help of the excretory system, waste materials will be removed. And then it collects the blood which is rich in carbon dioxide from all part of the body to lungs, and from lungs to different oxygenated blood from the lungs to different part of our body. This is how the mechanism happens, and the blood is useful for that. And what is the thing present in blood now? So blood में क्या क्या substances रहता है? What is present in blood? Blood contains three things are present in blood. That is, it is full of plasma. Okay, so it has plasma, and plasma contains blood cells. That is RBC, red blood cells, and WBC, white blood cells. Then platelets. These are the three substances present in plasma. So most of the blood is considered to this plasma. So plasma, and then plasma के अंदर आपको देखेंगे RBC रहता है, WBC रहता है, and then platelets रहता है. So what is plasma now? See here, this is yellow in color. Okay, you can see this yellow color, and this yellow colored substance is the plasma. And 90% of this contains water. So water contains yellow, plasma will be yellow in color, and then 90% of it contains water. And then what happens? 90% has water. Then food, waste materials, and then enzymes. It contains food, waste materials, as well as enzymes, and all these things will be in dissolved format. So liquid format में plasma में रहता है. And then blood cells. There are three types of blood cells. What we have seen now, just before. That is red blood cells, RBC, WBC, and platelets. Red blood cells, how it look like? It is like a disc-like shape protein. Okay, it will be red in color, and this has a substance called hemoglobin. So hemoglobin is very important. It will be in red in color. It is a highly rich in protein. And what happens? This hemoglobin, which is present in RBC, is very important. It will collect when we intake the oxygen. This oxygen will mix with the hemoglobin. Hemoglobin से mix हो जाएगा, तो respiratory में भी हम लोग देखा है. तो respiration में this oxygen will be mixed with this hemoglobin and forms oxyhemoglobin. So oxyhemoglobin बन जाने के बाद what happens? It moves to different part of the body and it will give the oxygen wherever it is essential. So जिस part में आपको ऑक्सीजन का जरूरत है वो जाके ऑक्सीजन दे देता है. Then what happens? It will be relieved from the oxygen and again it forms the hemoglobin. तो वापस वो hemoglobin बन जाएगा and then it is ready to take now oxygen. So oxygen और लेने के लिए जो oxygen already present था वो देके फिर free हो जाएगा. Next coming to white blood cells. So white blood cells आपको देखना है. This is fighting against. This is useful for fighting against the diseases. Diseases को fight करने के लिए white blood corpuscles is very essential. And what happens there? This white blood corpuscles do not have any special shape or size, and it can move from one part to the another. So इसका movement की वजह से वो एक प्लेस से दूसरी प्लेस को जाके तो कहाँ पे wound है उसको सही कर damages है वो सही कर देता है. Then it will fight against the diseases as well as it destroys the germs. So this is the function of white blood cells. Next coming to platelets. So platelets आपको blood clotting, कभी भी wound हो जाएगा मतलब यहाँ पे लग जाएगा तो वहां से ब्लड जब बाहर निकलने लगता है उसको ब्रेकअप करने के लिए प्लेटलेट्स मदद करता है. इट प्रिवेंट्स द क्लॉटिंग ऑफ ब्लड. दैट इज द यूज ऑफ प्लेटलेट्स एंड दिस ऑल ऑफ अबाउट blood and its substances. Now In the next class, we will discuss about the blood capillaries, and then blood capillaries में आपको देखेंगे arteries, veins and capillaries. So along with that, the function of heart. So function of heart की जैसे है वो भी हम